My name's Foy Vance. I'm a singer-songwriter from Northern Ireland, and I've toured all over the world, but there's one place where the music keeps pulling me back for more: the USA. So I'm on a journey to visit different cities across the country to experience the best music, food and culture that's on offer. This is Notes from the USA. Today I'm in Newport, Rhode Island, a stunning harbour town just 90 minutes outside of Boston, and home to a surprising musical heritage. The thriving folk scene here has imbued this seaside town with a national reputation for live music, which comes to a head each year with the Newport Folk Festival, an event that has played host to legendary performers such as Bob Dylan, Johnny Cash and Joni Mitchell. I meet up with Jay Sweet, the festival's executive director, to learn more.
What is folk?
I feel like we've kind of taken the word folk back, because I never really thought about it as a genre, honestly. It's for the people that more have a little bit of that anti-authoritative kind of egalitarian spirit of, if you have no home, you have one with us, because you're probably doing something that's nonconformist. I define basically that my audience, I consider that the folk. They're the people. Newport Folk sells out without announcing any artists. We sell out in like under 30 minutes. All the tickets without anybody knowing who's playing, and I don't think a lot of name brand festivals like Newport do that, and there's a massive amount of trust. Our job is to provide them with an experience that makes them feel alive. That's it. That's my job. '50s in the States was just, it was not that hip. From the very first festival, it was all about, set up as a place really as a safe haven for all the misfit musicians, I called them. There was need to be a safe space for these artists that were kind of speaking truth to power, to have a place to do it. It's a pretty heavy flame to keep lit. Yeah. Because what you're doing is you're playing off these people that have these memories that go half a century. Since the festivals have happened, I think there's been an incredibly amazing scene here. There's just music just on every street corner. If you want to see more music than you've seen in any kind of given period of time, you'll see more music than you've seen anywhere else in the world for, that amount of time. It's truly remarkable.
It's amazing to hear from Jay about the musical history that has transpired here in Newport. Like Bob Dylan's first electric performance that took place at the festival back in 1965 and is now regarded as a pivotal moment in the history of rock. But Jay tells me that to get a full appreciation of Newport, I must get out into the waters that surround the city. So I head down to the harbour to meet tour guide David McGurdy, who charters sightseeing tours of the bay to get an entirely different perspective of this city's stunning coastline.
It's just an amazing town that has so many things to do. The food's amazing, the music's amazing, and then downtown is crazy. There's all kinds of restaurants, bars that have live music, blues places, there's local bands playing in the local bars, and it's a lot of fun, and there's so much to do. And I love the fact that I can hop on my boat and be out in the bay in 2 minutes. We're gonna go out and see everything you can't see from shore. Some amazing houses and amazing boats.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's head out.
While exploring in and around Newport, you're never far from the water's edge. With over 400 miles of stunning coastline bays and inlets to discover in every direction. But there's nothing like being out on the water itself to get a full picture of this historic town. While out on the bay, David takes me for a tour of Rose Island, home to an old lighthouse that visitors can actually rent out and spend the night inside, and accessible only by boat.
Basically a bed and breakfast without the breakfast. So you bring all your food out, you cook on the gas grills, and you got a nice place to sleep when you're at night. You can definitely come out here. You could rent the whole lighthouse if you want to.
This is genuinely a place I'd love to come and just... it's ideal to write songs to get away from everything, and this feels a million miles away from anywhere.
Cause the sun is low, and I get I've still so far to go. And my lonely heart is beating so. Back on the mainland, and after a quick pit stop at Newport's famous Dell's Frozen Lemonade...
This is a Rhode Island staple. Well, that's delicious.
I head off to meet Bill Bartholomew, a local musician, journalist and folk enthusiast who has offered to let me in on some of his favourite local spots.
What is it that makes this like some kind of epicenter for original music?
I think it actually can be zoomed out even further to just art. And this island has really important indigenous history. It has really important colonial times history here. And there's been a tradition of writers, painters. If you look back through the history of Newport, it's been this continuous development of this magical kind of cultural epicenter. And obviously it's a great infrastructure for us as artists, but really it's for anybody out there that wants to jump in to this type of scenario. If you're looking for a place where you can turn up and find music, original music in particular, if you're looking for great food, a great environment, great outdoor stuff, then Newport, Rhode Island is that place. All different walks of life, including the artist class that have sort of established this identity. So if you're looking for original music in Newport, you're in the right place right now on Broadway. Both Poor Judgment, kind of working your way down the street. There's always going to be something interesting most nights of the week. I think the best part of the music scene in Newport is the underground community, which is totally open to the public. We're actually throwing an event tonight with some local acts. I'll be performing as well, and this is at an outdoor spot. I'd love you to come tonight. The venue's called Bliss.
I've got my head in a cage, but it's okay, 'cause it feels easier that way. I've got my mind in a jam, I'm pinned in a red, trying my
Bill's Underground Folk Nights are a great way to soak up the local atmosphere, listen to some incredible Newport talent, and for me, the perfect way to end my time here.
Then without a warning, you looked in my eyes. I could tell that soon the sun was sure to rise.
Newport has surpassed my expectations entirely. It's a city rich with artistic heritage and understandably renowned for its culture of live music. But what strikes me is how all this excitement is set against such a stunning coastal landscape, full of charm and tranquility. I feel like I've only just begun to really understand what this city is all about. Here's to you, Newport, the seaside town packed full of surprises.